Hi folks, well I thought about time I did an update. I hadn't done one for a bit and I've been quite ill last week. I had ear infection and chest, I still am, but I'm feeling better. It's like bubonic plague. But yeah, a little bit of an update. I've got my house tomatoes here and I'll show you what's happening with them. I was talking to Kevin and he was saying that his watering and feeding is, mine are half size of his, apart from one, and the one that's quite large and looks really great, it's got no tomatoes on, but the ones that are looking like smaller have got tomatoes on. Now I let my stuff dry out. I don't overwater it. In fact, if anything, I'm guilty of underwatering. And the only time when I potted them up, I just put a bit of worm castings in and shop bought compost and some vermiculite, nothing else in there. So you'll see results on that. I'd like to thank Terry King for sending me them morels. Now they're in fridge at me in a bag. I wanted to get them done, but I've been on my back all week, and so I ain't got that done. But they're in fridge, so while they're in the fridge, the spore should survive for up to 3 months. I am informed, providing that any spore survive from drain. So hopefully we'll get some. I'll show you where I'm going to put them, but I'm going to do a mass spawn. And even if they don't work this time, what I'll do is next time I see some in the shops that aren't dried, fresh ones, I did see some in Germany once when I was there, so if I can do that I might get some spore off them and try it again. But as I say, I'm going to do mass sporing and spread it all around garden, but I've got one place in particular where I've got some wood chips down. If I get a chance I'll get some more wood chips as well. But I'll show you that. That'll be on a separate video, and I'll put a link about mass sporing in this video underneath, so to show you. But that can be done with all mushrooms. So if you've got a type of mushroom you want to sort of spread around the area, you can do that with a mass spawn. But what I'll do is I'll get on with it. It's nice to be nice. So I thought I'd start with these. These are the house tomatoes, which Garden with Papa. Dale sent me these, Dale Calder, and Kevin Bradley are growing these. Now, I think I'm the first one to get any tomatoes on. Now, I think you guys must be giving them too much love. Now, I'm very bad with watering. Well, not very bad, but I'd tend to let them dry out. And this one's got about 10 on, although it has lost some flowers. If I can get my finger there. It has dropped some flowers. But this has got 10 fruit on now. And I'm just looking at this one, and this one's got 3 on. There's 2 there, and there's another one in the middle somewhere here, and 2 here. But I have been tapping flowers. There's another flower coming out there, so that might be another one that'll come. This one, which looks by far the biggest and healthiest, pull that lamp up. It looks by far biggest and healthiest, has got no fruit on it as yet. Although I've got a flower here that's opened. Bzz, bzz, bzz. And you know, I'm surprised. Although it's going to still be interesting to see if they'll ripen up. I've got some peppers in here still. These at Miller Floor. What Self-Sufficient Life Jay sent me. Thanks, mate. Looking forward to them. I've got some more there in reserve. I haven't put any of these outside yet, but I've got some stuff outside. Let me squash and stuff are outside. I had a bit of a disaster with my carrots. Every single carrot's gone. In fact, I've just been out this morning with snippers cutting all slugs that I could find that were big enough to snap in half. But I'll give a look at garden. You see, that's my biggest problem. Next problem. But I've got hundreds of them. I replanted this pok choi. I've got loads of salad going on, but we use it. It's just picked and used basically. That's the Ruby Street mustard, which is very nice. Which I'm glad it's going to flower because that won't last of my seeds. Again, something what Dale sent me, and it's been very good. So what happened here was I had all carrots and every single one of them's gone. Now these are radishes which I put in some trays because of flea beetle, as Dale was mentioning, but my problem here is it's not the big slugs. I've got, if I can find my finger, hundreds of these little fellas. And they just wipe everything out. There's hundreds of them about. So The only thing I can do is use some slug pellets, which is unfortunate, but you can see they're even eating radishes, look. And if I can find my finger again. Now look. 3, 4, 5, just there. So, be some slug pellets. My potatoes are going alright. These are ones that I put under that plastic, no dig. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. But they've come up well. As of ones in buckets. 20 litre buckets have got 2 in. 10 litre buckets have got 1 in. I put 5 in each of them blue tubs. They want topping up. Some onions and garlic are doing alright. These are them black, oh yeah, what do they call them? Oyster plant. More slugs. Yeah, and they seem to have germinated, but I've put some more in to fill it out. I'll tell you what they're called in a bit. My brain can't get kicked into gear. Good news is they're finishing this, but they're putting a fence down here, which I'm really glad they did. Because what they've done, they've dug this out, and this were all buried in and covered in grass. So I've actually got a positive edge there, which is a good thing. Save me digging it out. Put some beans in here. I'm going to plant some in pots as well to start them. Worked on square foot method, whereas they say 9 to a square foot. I've planted more than 9 to a square foot. All I've done is put a ring around each one. But reason being is losses from slugs and such as. So hopefully I'll get some and be able to control slugs. That's my corn. Well, we had quite a lot of rain yesterday, something's gone over. I'm going to plant some more of these out. I haven't really done much in garden last week, last couple of weeks. We've had some bad weather, but I've also been quite ill. So I have to get caught up. This is a cherry tree what I planted last year. It's doing quite well actually. It's even got some cherries on it. Obviously I'm going to train it in a spell area up here, and it seems to be growing alright. I've got some good starts and leaders to put on. I'll have to trim it out, so I'm quite pleased about that. This area here what I've wood chipped, Terry King quite kindly sent me some morel mushrooms what he found in his plot, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and inoculate this. The spore or the mushrooms are actually in the fridge at the minute. Now, did mean to get it done before, but as I said, I've had a chest and ear infection, which sort of knocked me for 6. And hopefully, because after studying how morels sort of work, I'm going to put some crushed charcoal through this and some gips as well through this, and spore that. I'll show you how I do that when I do it. I'm hopefully going to get it started today, but video won't be out today. And how they actually fruit is they fruit away from where they're actually growing. So I'm hoping they'll fruit out the other side of them strawberries, or in them strawberries, or around them strawberries, if I'm really lucky. And these are all squash plants and stuff. I've got some tomatoes out here as well. Basically I've put these out, I've been covering them up with this. They don't need any shade today, and they didn't need any yesterday, so hopefully I'll be able to get them in ground soon. And these very sad looking things are my sweet potatoes. They went a bit wild in house, and they'll put out kitchen windowsill on outside and be out that frost. But they survived just with heat front window, so hopefully they'll survive, and I'll train them up there. And that's something else with this fence line. Do you see where that fence line runs? Then I'm going to put tubs all the way along it, and if they're going to go in that high with that fence to then post, what I will do is I'll put some sort of trellis up and grow a barrier against that, so I'm not looking into their houses and they're not looking into the garden all the time. This is the Yakon, also from Jay. This is the only one that survived, well, only one. This is a full head, and I had this in cellar. I had others behind shed, but because of that winter we had this year, they didn't survive, but this one did. And what I'll basically, as you can see, there's some fresh coming as well. These have all gone leggy, but it's not a problem. I'm going to put them in the same bed as them sweet potatoes, because that'll be the only bed I have to dig then. But there's some more coming here, so I might end up snipping these ones that have gone lanky. They've been behind garage out at the sun, so they're not in direct sunlight, but as you can see, there'll be plenty to come off that. But I'll plant that out as it is. I might split it into two if it'll split. And after all the doom and gloom of slugs and stuff, my maple tree's back budding. So it didn't kill it altogether, thank goodness.